Hello and welcome to my channel. As you can probably tell by the title, we are doing the classic but very basic get to know me tag. We are in my bedroom currently filming with natural light, so I am hoping that this video comes out okay and is bright enough for you guys to see me. I'm keeping it very chill today. I've just got a pair of leggings on and a comfy t-shirt. We're in my room. I have 20 questions here on my laptop and I'm just going to go through them. Let's dive in. Okay, question number one, where did you grow up? I grew up in Chichester, West Sussex, which if you don't know where that is, it is on the south coast of England, kind of like in the middle. So you've got Brighton one side and like Portsmouth and Southampton on the other. You can see the Isle of Wight when you go to the beach. It's very nice. Where do you currently live? So I am still currently in West Sussex. However, I'm no longer living in the town and area and the house that I grew up in. I'm living with my boyfriend and yeah, I'm not going to reveal anything else. Question number three, have you moved from home? Where to and how was the experience? Yes, I have. Really shortly after my 18th birthday, I went to a bunch of festivals in the summer and then moved straight to London. I just took a suitcase and a bunch of toiletries and moved into a lovely flat in North Acton. It was like a really nice uni private halls kind of thing, and I lived with three amazing girls. So I lived with Hattie, Megan and Hannah, and then myself for about 18 months, nearly 2 years that I lived there. And the rent was stupidly cheap in comparison to where I then moved, which was Portobello in Notting Hill, like literally round the corner from Portobello Road Market, which was super expensive, but it was the best experience ever. So I lived on my own for a little bit, for about 9 months before my boyfriend then joined me and we lived in a small studio flat together. I loved living there. It's always been my dream to live in Notting Hill in the Portobello area, and yeah, it was amazing. I had the best time. The reason that I'm not currently living in London now as I would like to be is because I am saving the money that I would spend on rent and I'm putting it towards my own property, or you know, getting on the property ladder. So that's why we are back in West Sussex. We already have places to live here, and yeah, the rent was so expensive where we were. We didn't want to move anywhere else in London really, and yeah, it's easier to save for a house when you're not spending money on rent. So happy days. So yeah, sadly I no longer live there, but plan to move back. Also, I don't know if you can hear it, but there are lots of seagulls and birds having a sing-song outside my window. Question number four, how tall are you? So I don't know if you can really tell this because I'm sat cross-legged on my bed just in like comfy clothes, but I am not as tall as everybody thinks I am. So judging from my Instagram and how people see me online, people usually think I'm about 5'7", 5'8". I wish. I'm actually a very petite but averagely sized 5'4½". The half is very important. Question number five, what year were you born? I was born in 1996 and I am very, very proud to be born in that year. Question number six, are you / have you gone to college? Now I'm going to assume that this is the American version of college, because in the UK we call that university, and in order to go to university you have to go to either college or sixth form to do A-levels, or you might do the International Baccalaureate or some equivalent degree. You have to go to college in order to go to university. So I did go to the UK version of college and I did 3 A-levels and a Performing Arts BTEC, which I got a distinction star in, and then I did Media Studies, Film Studies, Drama and Theatre Studies, which I got all A's in my AS year and then all A stars in my A2 year. And then I went straight to University of the Arts London, which is the university that I went to, and within that university there are 6 colleges, and I went to London College of Fashion within University of the Arts London. I did my degree, which was a BA Honours in Fashion, Public Relations and Communication, and I got a first at the end of it, and I've graduated now and I kind of miss student life, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, that's that. Question number 7, what is your favourite drink? Now, I don't know if this is really boring, but I actually don't have one per se. I don't know why I keep looking out the window. I think it's because it's January and it's actually quite a nice blue sky out there. We've had quite a lot of rain recently, so for England this is nice weather and I'm kind of admiring it. So apologies if my eyeline keeps going like this. So I don't have a favourite drink per se, but I do have a favourite like genre of drink, and that is the pressed juices slash smoothies kind of thing. Anything that is like healthy green juice kind of vibe, I'm all over that. You know, if I go to brunch or I'm out in a restaurant or something, that will always be what I order. If they don't have anything like that on the menu, but they do have a virgin cocktail or mocktail to some, then that's also my vibe. Anything like a virgin mojito or something like that, I'm all over. The only thing I don't like in drinks is beetroot and ginger. Not about that kind of vibe. So I don't really have a favourite drink, but if I had to choose like a genre, it would be pressed juices or smoothies, if that makes sense. Question number 8, you're wearing perfume. What scent is it? So again, I don't have a signature scent or a favourite one that I wear all the time. As soon as I use a perfume up, I change it and I move on to another one because there are just so many fragrances out there. I never want to spend my life just using one. I quite like the idea of having a signature scent, but I feel like there's too much variety and too much choice just to wear one perfume. However, I will say that if I am buying a perfume or I'm choosing a perfume, it will always be something of the fruity and floral variety. I'm not really into the whole woody, musky kind of more masculine smells. I like my fragrances to be very fresh, floral, fruity, quite sweet smelling. As long as it's not vanilla-y, that's kind of what I will go for. Question number 9, tea or coffee? So I am not a caffeine drinker really. I try to avoid caffeine as much as I can just because I don't like the way it makes me feel. So I will always go for a decaf tea, just a black English breakfast tea, so that means no milk, and then I'll have 2 sugars with it. I do like different flavours of tea, but I'm kind of fussy. I don't really like chamomile or, as I said, ginger and lemon. I don't like mint or licorice tea or anything like that, so I just tend to stick with English breakfast. That's kind of like my go-to. Question number 10, dogs or cats? I would say dogs, but I wouldn't say I'm a dog lover. I like cute dogs and I like small fluffy things that I can cuddle, but I'm not really a pets person in general. I would say that if I had the choice, it would be dogs because I don't like cats. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry to anyone who has a cat, but I really don't like cats. So I would have to go for dogs. I would like a dog, I think. I like the idea of having a dog. I don't like the responsibility and financial burden that comes with a dog. So that's why I don't have one, / my boyfriend won't let me have one. However, I do love small, cute, fluffy dogs that you see in the street, and I will automatically be like, oh my god, it's so cute. I don't like big or medium dogs. I have like a few breeds that I really like, and they tend to be the small, cute, fluffy kinds. Question number 11, what sports do you play or have you played? So I'm not really a sports person, especially team sports. I don't like the idea that like the whole team is depending on you, or I feel like there's a sense of pressure perhaps. So yeah, so sports aren't really my thing. However, I did play badminton in my first 2 years of university or college, and then in my 3rd year I finally got the guts to try cheerleading because it's something that I have always wanted to do. It's something I've always wanted to try, but I never did anything like gymnastics or any kind of similar sport growing up, and I had no background in it whatsoever. I was really nervous in my first 2 years and was kind of too scared to join. So yeah, I kind of chickened out of joining in year 1 and 2. However, in my final year, I just kind of thought, to hell with it. I'm going to be leaving and I'm always going to regret not trying it. So it was kind of like a now or never situation, and oh my god, I regret so much not doing it in my first 2 years because I love the sport so much. So I have played sports, but I'm not a sporty kind of person. I tend to prefer like solo fitness activities such as yoga, Pilates, going for a run, even the gym, that kind of thing is more my kind of speed. I'm definitely more of a classes person than sports. Question number 12, are you single or taken? So as I mentioned, I live with my partner and yeah, we've been together 3 years. So yeah, taken. Question number 13, what is your idea of a dream date? Now, I don't know if this means like a dream date as in like really crazy or like out of this world kind of dates where they go up and have dinner on top of the Eiffel Tower or something, or I don't know, like going in a hot air balloon or whatever. Not that I have done either of those things, but my idea of a dream date is kind of like one of those day-long dates. So you have breakfast together and then you go and do something in the day that's kind of like a chilled activity, and then have like a nice dinner together in like a cute vegan place, because I love vegan restaurants, and then going and doing like an activity or something in the evening. I like to do something active, so an activity date is kind of like my ideal. But yeah, I really like a good breakfast date as well. I feel like they are severely underappreciated. A breakfast slash brunch date with some activity involved. How would you describe your fashion sense? Well, right now it's called Mother Nature. That's my fashion sense right now. But I would say that the striped t-shirt is a staple amongst my wardrobe. I have like a whole drawer of striped t-shirts. But no, I would say that my wardrobe is very dependent on my mood and how I'm feeling that day, so what I wear kind of fluctuates in style. However, if I had to go for like an overall of how I dress, it would kind of be more neutral, minimalist, quite professional. I would say I like smart, sort of preppy clothing, but I also like very structured, very tailored things. So anything that's kind of like that minimal chic vibe. Also, what is the sunlight doing? There's a huge cloud, and yeah, the lighting is freaking disgusting because there's now a big black cloud, which means it's gonna rain. Welcome to England. Question number 15, what is your go-to hairstyle? This is kind of my day-to-day hairstyle, the one I have, just kind of like loose waves, I guess. If it's not like this, it's in a bun on top of my head, looking like a pineapple. That's kind of like my go-to hairstyle. It's this or that. There's nothing really in between, to be honest. I used to be really adventurous with my hair. Like growing up, I would always be styling it in new ways and like having different updos, and now it's just down or in a bun, no in between. Question number 16, how many siblings do you have? None. I am an only child and I am very happy with that. No complaint. Question number 17, what is your go-to fast food order? Now, I don't really eat that much fast food as such. I don't really order takeout. I don't have like Uber Eats or Deliveroo or any of those kind of apps on my phone whatsoever. So for me, what I consider like fast food is what you have like on the go. So for me, that will always be vegan sushi. It will be avocado and cucumber maki with some veggie dragon rolls. Like that's like my go-to sushi order, and that's what I eat kind of like out and about. But if it's fast food as in like in a restaurant and it's kind of that not very healthy American style food, then I do love a good meat substitute vegan burger, I must say, over anything else in a restaurant. But if I'm ordering it at home, then it will always be a vegan pizza that I order. But I don't really order takeout that often, so if it is a takeout, it's pizza, because I can't be bothered to make it from scratch at home, to be honest. But I feel like those are the different categories. So if I'm out, it's sushi. If I'm in a restaurant, it's a burger. And if I'm at home, pizza. Do you use a PC or Mac? So this is my laptop. It's a very old MacBook Pro, and I have an iMac downstairs. My boyfriend, however, uses PC. Question number 19, your most memorable vacation memory. I don't know if this counts as a vacation, but going to Tanzania and climbing Kilimanjaro was by far one of my favourite memories ever. I just loved that whole experience. However, for like a holiday or vacation, I would say backpacking around Brazil for 3 or 4 months. I was there for 4.5 months in total, so it was about 3 or 4 months that I went like travelling. It was amazing, and I wouldn't change any of it. There wasn't really like one specific thing that stood out to me. The whole experience was just incredible. I learned so much. I felt just so happy and in my element every day. That to me was like the best experience of my life, and I would definitely want to go and do that again. So yeah, I don't really have one particular memory, but those 2 trips really stood out for me, and they're also my like longest trips that I've been away and the furthest. So yeah, I like long distance travel. Question number 20, and this is the final question. What are your morning and evening routines? I don't know if this is boring, but I don't really have one. So when I wake up, I turn my alarm off. I will usually If my boyfriend's already gone to work, I will just get up, have a shower, get dressed, do my hair and makeup if I'm leaving the house, or just stay without makeup if I'm not. I will watch Netflix as I have breakfast, and then I will just get on with whatever I have to do that day. If my boyfriend's in, then it's usually a weekend, so we'll kind of like have a snuggle in bed, and then we'll maybe go out for breakfast or brunch. And that's kind of like my morning. I don't really have like a strict routine. It's just get up and get ready, I guess. And then the evening is kind of the same. It will be kind of like chilling out, watching Netflix, having dinner, and then getting ready for bed, brushing my teeth, doing like the normal stuff, taking my makeup off, washing my face, that kind of thing. I guess cleanse, tone and moisturize. That's my go-to. That's my 3 steps I always do. And brushing my teeth. Cleanse, tone, moisturize, brush your teeth. There you go. I don't really know what to say for that question. I feel like that was a really bad one to end it on. But there you go. So that's the end of the questions, guys. I felt like that was kind of like a boring, very basic get to know me tag. However, if you did find that exciting and you wanted me to do a part 2, 3, 4, I don't know, however many, then leave me a like on this video, drop it in the comments below. And any other video suggestions that you may have for me, leave it down there as well. That's it. I hope you guys feel like you got to know me a little bit better. I actually quite enjoyed answering these questions. They were kind of basic, so if you want anything that's a bit more sensational, you know, maybe a bit more TMI, I don't know, again, drop it in the comments below. If you liked this video, do give it a thumbs up. That will really help me out, I guess. And whilst you're there, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell icon so you get notifications every single time I post. I would be very, very grateful. I would love to see you back for more. Ta-ra! Hey! Why did you grab me?
What do you think?
You've just got me kicked out!
Yeah, right, I did.
Ugh.